This week at flight school got pretty intense, doing mock engine failures in the circuit, emergency procedures, and then it was time for my pre-solo evaluation. Welcome to my Veg Fangirl channel, and to my new life as a student pilot. I'm presently working towards getting my PPL, my private pilot license, and shortly thereafter, my commercial license. And so, that day that every pilot dreams of was upon me. Or was it? I had to pass an evaluation with our chief pilot first to make sure that I was ready. Here is footage from my solo and my impressions on how it felt to solo a plane.
So the second time I landed, I parked the plane again, and he's like, okay, I'm out of here. So you're going to go solo now. And he stepped out of the plane. And as he stepped out of the plane, there was no feeling of fear or panic or anything. It was just like a calm came over me, and it was like, cool, okay, right on, just one, that's all you want me to do, one circuit, all right, easy peasy. So took position on the runway and took off. Everything went great. Turned to crosswind, then to downwind. I was perfectly spaced. By that time, all the other players were gone. It was just me with hardly any wind. It was like perfect. Checked my spacing. It was good. My speed around that corner. I caught myself with speed a few times, but it's good. I had my eye on it. And yeah. So my landing for my solo, I wasn't perfectly lined up. It was more towards the right. Should have side slipped a little bit more, maybe. But it was fine. It was fine. I landed on the right wheel. And yeah, then I squealed my tires twice. But it was fine. So I braked and I came back and did my checks, put my times, parked the plane, got out. Bunch of people there to take pictures. Jamie there to give me a great big hug. Take more pictures. Felt like a superstar. But also it was like, what's with all this fuss? That was easy. Like, what are you talking about? There was just one tiny little circuit, When I go to a different city and come back, yes, then I will expect cheers.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice job.
I was surprised at how just normal it felt like.
Yeah.
Like, because we've been doing it so often, right?
So all this flying is very exciting and everything, but as you can imagine, anything worthwhile is stressful. It pulls you out of your comfort zone. So I found a few ways to relax and feel more to myself. One of them is gardening at school. I got so lucky to have so many garden beds that I can take care of. Gardening before and after flights really calms me and gives me a purpose. So I finally got to see my mom. I hadn't seen her in almost a year with the whole COVID thing. So it was great to see her. We met halfway in Perth. She lives close enough, so we each drove about the same amount of time and met in Perth. Being the nomad that I am, wandering to different cities and towns is also really satisfying and helps me get my stress out. So Perth was pretty awesome. It was super hot there, but I don't really mind the heat as long as I have a source of water that I can go jump in. I don't need a beach, doesn't have to be fancy. I just keep my beach shoes and go in. Felt so good. Got to discover this new area called Brighton. Well, actually, it was Carrying Place, close to Brighton. My friends Roxy and Mario came to see me, and we discovered this North Beach. Oh my god, we had so much fun playing in the waves. That was like the pure essence of fun. Well, I mean, flying is pretty fun too, but right now it's about focus. This was just letting go and just having fun. It was awesome. And then we went to pick cherries. Cherries are like one of my favorite fruits. And I never picked some before. So it was so much fun to climb into the trees and pick all the cherries that we wanted. And then we hit the strawberry patch at that same You Pick farm. So we picked some strawberries. It's like the end of the season because it's gotten so hot, but we still got a really nice harvest. Got to pick all the strawberries we wanted. Next will be grapes for wine season. So that was a little summary of what's been going on in my life in the past few weeks. Normally, if I'm not flying, you'll find me hanging out in my spot, looking out at the water and studying. That's pretty much what I do now. Study, fly, study, fly. Actually, here's a clip of my new schedule book, my new agenda. I used to have a separate entry every day. Now it's summed up to this.